Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished.
This is the studio. This is the stable.
Stable.
I like
stable.
it. So you're a bunch of stable boys.
Yep.
As you can tell, you can see who we root for.
You guys like the Steelers, the Patriots, and
Nah, get that shit out of here.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Cowboy fans.
You just literally named every team that I wish to lose every Sunday in the NFL. Those 3 teams, literally, I'm not exagerating. Nailed it.
Our Ukraine clock stopped working.
Wait,
We got
wait,
a-
yes.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Like right from is it
So-
Kiev?
Kiev.
Kiev?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kiev.
It's
Kiev.
gonna be rubble soon, but
So what happened was basically one of our buddies, ex-producer,
Glenn.
still technically the producer.
Glenn.
He's a producer in my heart.
Yeah, in spirit. We were doing a Secret Santa gift exchange. So Glenn, I guess Glenn had what? You, Nick? Had you?
Or
He got it for the whole
got it
stable, for the whole thing.
Oh, that's right. He
the whole
did.
crew.
He just wanted to, he wanted to give back to the stable, and he ended up finding. He wanted a clock and something, kind of related to what he likes, which is records. So it's actually made out of a record.
Oh.
And
It's an etched stallion.
yeah, it's an
Clock.
etched stallion, and it's in perfect stance, fully established. Ended up, he got it from Ukraine.
We didn't get it till like February.
Like we're in the war.
We
Like,
didn't get it till
literally
February.
during the war.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know what's going on with this package. I tracked it, and it's stuck in Ukraine.
It was
like,
crazy.
This shit's in a war. It was like in a war zone for like a month and a half
I
before it ever
literally
got shipped out.
Pictured a little boy running out of a coffee shop that just got half exploded
to deliver our
to
clock.
deliver this to a little FedEx dude on a piece of shit moped. Going to a big random truck to a plane to us.
This is the problem
Yeah.
with Americans.
Yep.
We think everyone's
everyone's just a
third
shithole
world.
country. I know.
Shit.
We're so.
What he described was South America to me. But somehow we're going.
Take your pick.
Whose
going
grandmother's record is that made out of?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Does it even? I guess you can't tell what even record it was.
What if
No,
it was
no.
like the Ukraine anthem?
What if it's the Russian anthem?
Oh.
that would have been
Touche.
crazy.
Touche.
All right,
Oh, we got.
Before we get going, let's introduce Brandon real quick.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. Okay.
you didn't want to?
No, I mean we were flowing.
I know. Why?
It would have happened organically.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, sorry.
But no, yeah, you're fine. Today on the podcast, Slippery Stallions. We've been cranking at it. We just had a nice little meal. On the podcast today, we have Animal Castle,
Welcome.
Hello.
Brandon
Thank you for
Cassel.
having me. Finally.
Local comedian.
Finally.
the hardest working comic in Baltimore.
I wouldn't say the hardest working,
I-
but
the-
definitely
The dedication is
Dedication.
The dedication is top tier.
You gotta dedicate yourself when you suck this bad.
Yeah, it's gonna work.
Your dedication. I mean, bro, I was surprised that I didn't see you Monday.
My parents' heat. I
know
had
what?
to fix it.
I knew that because from what of Zach telling me about your parents' heat this week, and when people were like, "Oh man, I can't believe Brandon's not here," I was like, "I think his parents have a heating issue, and he's in that." So I was right to make that assumption.
Yeah, so he had to help.
Yeah, you gotta
his
help
family.
the family. You gotta help the family first.
You know?
Yeah.
And no. Fuck them. My dog lives there.
True.
You gotta
Even
keep
more
your dog
important.
warm.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your dog warm, for sure. Yes. So we were just talking about the clock from Kiev. I mean, the clock record from Kiev. A lot of stallion stuff. A lot of stallion decor right now. I don't know if it's. I mean, we started the podcast. What, guys? Almost 2 years ago now.
Is that what's going?
No,
wow.
it's a year and a half. Year and a half.
Year and a
no,
half.
it'll be 2
Bro,
years
actually,
in the
now
summer.
thinking about it'll be 2 years
It'll
in the
be
summer.
It'll be
years
2
in the
years in
summer.
June.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so
In June.
listen,
Fuck.
June 9th.
2 years. If you go to IKEA right now, their main pattern is a black stallion. Okay?
Really?
If you go to HomeSense, these are all stores that I'm dragged to by my fiance constantly. HomeSense, At Home, what are all these?
Home Goods?
Home Goods, HomeSense, At Home. Every time
Home
she
Here
says
Now?
it,
Bed Bath and Beyond?
they're
Are they
closed.
they're
They
not
closed.
around? Yeah, they're
Are they
gone.
officially closed?
They're
Yeah, I think
Value
they shut
City
it down.
Furniture now,
Nah.
which is
It's usually what moves in there.
if you go there, they also have a shit ton of stallion stuff. tell me. Listen, I'll Venmo anybody $5 that goes to Value City Furniture and takes a picture of multiple Black Stallion decor. It's there. I've seen it. I almost bought some for the stable. We just don't have.
You realize what you opened yourself up to. You're just gonna get a whole bunch of people bringing their own stallions to Bed Bath and Beyond.
That would be awesome, actually. You know what? I would pay them. I'm paying the money for this to happen anyway. It's all stallions now. I think we created a wave. I think in the 2 years that we've had this small podcast, IKEA, a national brand,
Where's
Value
our
City
kickback?
Furniture,
Yeah.
at home, these Black Stallion stuff.
I mean, BlackRock's taken, so
It's true.
you got to have something.
What's the one by Sprouts?
Look,
Is that at home? Is that at home by Sprouts? Oh, you're not from this area.
No,
Shit.
wait, no. Sprouts is the one that has the like beat on the front of the store, right?
I don't even know what's on the front of the store. I just know
It's by the old Best Buy.
I know where
Yeah.
it's at. I walk in. I don't even know what the fucking. I just know green Sprouts. I don't know what the actual logo is.
Well, anyway, there's a 12-foot golden giraffe in there statue for $599.
Damn, that might be a steal.
I have a picture of it on my phone, and I'm telling you, it's obnoxious.
Will it fit in this room?
But that's where I met this. It will actually, but that's where I met this old timer that served like 30 years with mine and Dom's grandfather in the fire department. He was just
Really?
this like old decrepit man sitting on a chair with a Baltimore City Fire hat, and I was like, "You're in the service?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "What engine?" He's like, 32. I'm like, "My grandfather was in," and I told him my grandfather's name. I said, "Philip Selesky." He goes, "I know Philip. I know Phil." And
No
he was,
way.
And he was like,
Drifted away.
And that was that.
Me and
He's like-
Phil had a wonderful evening. And,
he's
you know,
like-
he gave me a reach around and everything.
He's like, "My name's Buck Schaefer. I did 40 years in the fire
Dang.
department." I'm like, "I'm sure you saw some stuff." He's like, "Yeah, and it's only getting worse in the city right now. It's only getting worse. It's getting real bad." And he's like, my son just retire with 38 years, and his son's been in for 20 years. This sounds like a generational
Jesus.
Baltimore City Fire.
Did you grow up around firefighters and at the station and stuff?
No.
No?
I wish I could be like, yeah. I was.
Wish I could.
No.
I used to slide down that pole,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing
No,
I've
I never-
always
My gra-
wanted to do is drive that truck.
My grandfather kept that shit separate, and you could tell he saw some shit. Coming back from like, he was like a postman in the war, like coming back from military service, and then going right into the fire department, and just went to like more trauma. He would just like, the fire people are the first people there when like there's a crazy accident where
Oh yeah.
people are wrapped around telephone
That's
poles.
true.
and
I don't
shit.
even
He's
think
like,
about that shit.
I think his like first couple months on the job, he had a guy like die in his arms, and then he never talked about it. Never talked. All I know about it are these plaques and his helmet that I have over there, and I have his full suit from back in the day, which is crazy to see what they ran into buildings with. Complete bullshit, like rubber and stuff.
I wonder if
Looks
they
like it
had
would melt.
had to dish out as much Narcan.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
No.
When was Narcan invented? That's a good question.
Probably invented a while ago. I don't know, but they just started
Probably World
using
War
it fucking
You know what's
heavy.
crazy
Yeah,
about the
probably
Narcan?
something like
You know
that,
what's
for
crazy
real.
about the Narcan thing is that, like, they tried to suppress the spread of it, and it's like it should be
anywhere.
everybody should
Yeah.
have it in their car,
Especially, you know.
like anywhere.
They should have had that shit at raves in the early 90s.
Yeah,
Hey, seriously, I mean, it's you know,
in Baltimore, dude, the amount of lives that would be saved, but I mean that's not the goal.
it's true.
That's not the goal.
Mm.
Get him on some boxing.
That's not the goal.
Well, I guess that's really correlated.
Anyway, did we get in 5 minutes before we got real heavy with the Narcan?
I don't know.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
How was everyone's week,
long?
Brandon?
It was it's been interesting coming off of a weekend. Should I talk about this or just leave it be?
Talk about what?
About my weekend and then the dread of Monday.
I mean, it's funny for me, but I work with you, so I feel like if
If
you don't know the characters, it doesn't really add to
yeah,
it
it
too
really
much, but-
doesn't.
What about?
Yeah.
Did you do any spots this week?
Yeah, I did Art House on Friday and then
Okay.
Art House on Saturday.
Now, where's Art House at?
Art House is a pizza shop in Hamden, Baltimore is, if you don't know, hipster city mixed with a smidge of druggies.
Nice.
Like
Probably right.
Yeah, no, great skate park though.
Sounds like I fathered.
I've heard that.
all these people.
If you want,
Hamden's dope.
if you want good food,
Probably the godfather of them. I'll walk in as a king in Hamden.
when I was traveling for skate
King
stuff,
hipster.
I
Yeah.
would, like, besides sleeping in Walmart parking lots, I would just look for where all the hipsters are if I wanted some really good food. I was like, is that overalls and, wait, wide-rimmed glass? Okay, I'm going to that restaurant.
Yeah.
Wherever that is has my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is
is this like the family pizza shop that Mo was telling me about? He was telling me to bring my kids. And, like,
What's
he's
it
like,
called?
Art House.
Art House.
I used to run a mic there on Mondays, and that dissipated a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard running a mic too, producing one, getting
Yeah.
shit flowing.
I beat someone's child.
Dang.
Oh,
No, I
nice.
didn't actually beat someone's.
Nice.
Is that time you beat? Was that when you got in the fight with that lady?
No,
Is that a
no,
different place?
no. That's a different.
Oh, okay.
Guys,
That-
she
no,
had
no,
a,
that was
she
outside
had a
of Zissimo's.
penis. She
yeah.
had a
I got-
penis.
He put some
okay?
lady in
Wait,
a
wait.
headlock.
Do you guys want to hear the story of how I got punched in the face for just standing there?
Wait, what happened?
I got punched in the face just as a bystander. It just
So you're
being-
just minding your fucking business, being Jewish.
Sort
Dang.
of. Sort
just
of.
being Jewish.
Yes.
on the
He was
side
in
of
the
road.
crowd.
I was okay. So Zissimo's also in Hamden on the Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes they still have shows, but that used to be the spot. 10 years, it was an comedy establishment. Like one of the only non-Magoobies stable places. Google it if you don't know any of this shit.
Yeah.
But they don't do comedy anymore.
They do, but they don't have the open mics. It's more comedy politics shit. But
They're like not fueling the shows, so the open mics.
yeah,
Gotcha.
so some of the comics are producing things out of Zissimo's independently, as opposed to there being like a stable, ongoing thing. So,
Okay. Little dick comedian stuff. Got it. Okay.
so
You're
one
standing out
night
front.
we were standing out front. It is the day of Hamden Fest, which is a street fair type thing. So people have been drinking all goddamn day. The street is not clear. There are still tents in the street, but they're all down because it's late as fuck.
No.
Low tents, like the low.
Yeah,
big
yeah,
ones.
like the,
Got it.
we've packed up and gone home
Got it.
tent.
Gotcha. Okay. But it's still set up for the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Understood.
And we're standing outside of Zissimo's, as we do. Me, inhaling secondhand smoke from Piece of Shit Comics.
At least they're giving back.
Yeah, you know, I want them to feel it. That doesn't make any. I'm gonna continue with the fucking
Go ahead,
story.
keep going.
You got it. Keep it. Keep going. You got
Keep-
it.
I feel like you're cheering on, like, come on, you can do it.
We are.
Make sure your helmet's still on.
We are.
We
We
are.
are. Exactly what we're doing. It's exactly
Buckle
what
up
we're
the
doing. That's exactly
seatbelt,
what we're doing.
Jimmy.
Buckle
Yeah.
up the seatbelt.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a
Yeah.
trophy
We
tonight.
left this cup in there, this drool cup. We left it on the fucking counter in there. No, go ahead.
So that you're out front of Zissimo's.
I'm out front of Zissimo's.
You and a
Okay.
couple comics.
Couple comics. We're just chilling,
Just
and
post it up.
shooting the shit. We see two guys and their girls walking across the street.
Mm-hmm.
They start to get in a tussle. The girls start to try and separate the guys, and then they start going at it.
Nice.
And
a little bit of entertainment you didn't ask for. Dope.
yeah. And one of my friends, shout out Teddy K, you chaotic bastard.
Teddy K jumps in.
No, he's standing next to me watching it in the most lackadaisical way. Just looks up and yells, "World Star!" like a fucking
Gotcha.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
One of the women just turns, meets my gaze. It's like, what'd you say?
Is she T-Rex sprints at you?
No. Somebody's filming over here, and I'm standing over there. So she goes towards the person filming. It's like, what, you think this fucking funny? You think? It pushes the person filming. Then comes towards one of my other friends, Eddie, shoves him while holding a drink, so spills it on him. It's like, you think this is fucking funny?
They sound like they're from Dundalk.
Yeah, I had my skateboard on me, so I just held it up in front of my face. I was like, I don't want any part of this. Do they still have object permanence if they're that fucked up?
Which might be like the most Jewy thing to do in a fight. Grab a shield and recoil. just say. I'm just pointing that out. But go ahead, continue.
We have a long line of shield wielders.
Yes, you're good at the shield stuff.
Yes.
Defense is your strong suit.
Yeah. So she then, in the most calm, cool, collected, not in an aggressive facet, like she's checking in on a chat. It's like, hey, how you doing back there? You okay? She moves my skateboard very ever so gingerly aside and close fist punches me in the face.
Damn, dude. Your whole
Did you just fall straight
No,
back?
continue.
Yeah, did you get wrecked?
No.
That long line of shield wielders didn't really work out.
No, it didn't.
It didn't really work for you there, did it? Tex.
But it did put me in the legal correct place.
Okay.
Wait,
yeah,
sorry,
okay.
that's Rush.
Well,
No, there's
Yeah,
yeah,
well.
keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll accept it. We'll accept that.
It's
Fully
I
different.
am a Russian Jew, so it's fine.
all right, you're good.
There's a lot of them.
Yes, I'm a German Russian Jew, by the way.
Jesus.
I am
Now
the
that's confusing.
I am the direct like no
Don't you
hit
dare say it.
if there's no Hitler
Oh God.
and
We're
there's
deep enough in.
and there is no pogroms in Russia. I do not exist. I am the direct result of anti-Semitism. Anyway, back
All
to
right, yeah.
Back to the
Good,
story.
yes.
If you're not watching the visual, if you're just listening to this, jump over to YouTube, get a nice little visual picture of how Jewish Brandon looks.
How Jewish can I look?
That was good.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I thought that was Fiddler on the Roof for a split second. Love that movie.
it was a play first, you dumbass.
Everything was
True,
a play first.
but it
it was a
bet-
book.
became
better
a
as a
really
movie.
big film, though.
It was a book before that, probably.
Yeah, always better as a movie. I can't.
I
read.
probably sounded like an elitist piece of shit right there.
You've been hanging out
but
in
no,
Hamden
you
out
are
front of
right, though.
Misimos
It
too
was
long.
originally a play. You're right.
It was a play, and that's misogynistic because I say it's misogynistic.
So you got punched.
The last part, the misogynistic.
It doesn't work contextually, but
We went to school with a couple of those girls.
oh god.
Couple of those guys too.
Yeah.
So
That's very true.
Two that I can think of, and they're both the same
so
name.
Too
Go
many.
back.
she has just punched me in the face.
Just mollywopped you.
Yeah, not that hard. Just a little bottom lip action.
Yeah.
And she starts fuming away, and I was working on this bit, and she gets around the corner past one of the tents, and I'm like, calm down, Brandon, calm down, use your words, wait, you're a comic, don't use your words, don't use your words. And she looked like one of those Dundalk people who dates a real skinny white dude, but is secretly cheating on him with the biggest black dude. Yeah. So I
I'm
just
getting a good visual.
I just yell, yeah, honey boo boo, go suck that big black dick.
Yeah.
That's what came
Yeah.
to you from the spirit.
That's what came out.
It was,
of
I
it.
was working on a bit
Okay.
about
So she was Honey Boo Boo size.
she was
She was big.
I was working on a bit about the black Israelites and
Oh,
how I
okay.
have invasive thoughts. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So she then did
Oh,
what?
she turns back around like a fucking cartoon and starts no, like a power walking towards me. This is so pathetic. I just went full on. If you wanted
full Jew bear on.
if you wanted full stereotypes, I saw that there was still a camera on me, and I was like, gotta be in the legal right. I'm not helping stereotypes right now. So I get my dukes up, and I start backing up and say very loudly, very clearly, If you accost me again, unprovoked and unprompted, I will be forced to retaliate.
You use perfect legal jargon in a street fight. I take the shield thing back. That's the most Jewish thing I've ever heard.
He told you it was coming.
I told you.
If you continue to accost me, it will be within my right, and I will be fully justified in legal.
All right, so that
I will at least.
that was funny.
Oh,
Oh yeah, keep going.
so yeah, she comes at me, and this time I'm ready. So I've done Krav Maga for 14 plus years.
That's Jewish Taekwondo, right?
It's the martial art used by the Israeli Defense Force. It is
They take out knees and groins and just go straight for the kill shot.
Krav
Right?
Maga.
Yeah.
It
And it's a lot of cane work, right?
there is some
That's true. This is what
there
I
is
know.
some cane work, but
Okay,
really?
I'm telling you, I'm not crazy.
the
I know some
translation
stuff about
of
some
Krav
stuff.
Maga is
Can
from
you say it again though? But say
Krav
it.
Maga.
Thank you.
It's by any means. So Krav Maga is not about being fancy. It's about survival. It is no nonsense. Get out, survive, protect the organs. First and foremost, address the threat. And the threat was the crazy Dundalk white lady.
Yeah.
And so I blocked her and then
sorry.
got her to a headlock where I proceeded to. What's the statute of limitations on?
Well, you said you were
She'll
attacked.
never hear this. That's what it is.
You were attacked.
I thought
So
she
you were
actually.
accosted, and we also said under Sanction 3, Statute B of the law that you were in the right here
Yeah.
to do anything that you had possible to do.
So
You're good.
I blocked her. I get her into a headlock and then proceed to DDT her.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
You pulled out the old like wrestling moves.
I think it was
But
more
did
just
you actually DDT though?
DDT's the one where you're in a head. You have them in the headlock and then you just drop them down, right?
Oh
Oh, yeah.
Is that DDT
yeah,
or?
it's DDT.
I'm thinking of the Diamond Crusher.
Oh no, yeah, that would have been unreal. That would have been a straight. That would have
Just braided diamond crushing a bitch
Crush
in the
her
middle of the
whole
street.
Wait. I can't remember
Diamond
what
Dallas
the.
page.
I remember Diamond Dallas Page.
It was kind of like the pedigree, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Oh my God, I am remembering all these moves, but
Yeah.
none of
Sure,
what
like-
they
it was like
actually
Triple H's,
are.
I'm pretty sure.
yeah. I know it in so vague. It's like
But you smash their face in the ground.
yeah, essentially, but
Like
the
half of them-
arms like come up in this like weird like
I know we're on the same
Oh
page,
yes,
but-
yes. It's
You know
like
what I mean?
a,
he picks up the arms and they
and then it just goes into like a
yeah he
It's like a power
lands-
bomb.
he,
Power
like,
bomb
lands,
pin.
He
Yeah,
like
yeah,
lands
yeah.
on his knees kind of, but his legs are flat, so he kind of goes like this when their heads.
Yeah, I'd love
there.
to see that in a street fight.
That'd be wild. But no, you just straight old DDT. But it's more to kind of just contain the pig, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ain't the pig.
Then you hog tied her.
it gets better.
You're like, I don't often eat pork, but I've seen this on videos.
Her cousin
is not
comes
kosher.
and is like, somebody punched me in the head, and she starts like swinging at me. And at this point, I'm like, I'm gonna go towards the club door. I get inside after the bouncer was like, no, not coming in here. The bartender says, oh, no, he's a comic. Let him in. Let him in. I'm sitting there with my heart pounding, staring out the glass window when some big black dude with dreads walks up, looks at me, points, and does one of these. And I
For
do
the
one.
listeners, he's moving his finger in either come here or a finger bang looking for the G spot
Yeah,
type of movement.
Prostate massage.
Yeah.
Yes. He
like-
gives me a little
He
prostatic
says, "Come
action.
get a
Yeah.
prostate
Yeah.
massage. Got it.
No way, that's what he meant.
No. Funny thing is that some of the comics later informed me that this guy
Was Big Dick Randy.
was a serial rapist of men.
Big Dick Randy.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so he
Either
told-
that or they were fucking with me.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
they
they
might have
might
been
fuck
fucking
with
with you. But
No, because I think I talked to
It's-
somebody else later who completely separate from comedy who.
He raped me. Yeah, I was.
Honestly, I don't know.
We use graping in this
Shoot,
podcast.
I forgot.
Oh,
no,
grape.
No, it's fine. I said it like
Edit that in post.
twice last episode, and it's still up.
Okay, good.
Raping.
So anyway, he told you to come here, come hither, little boy.
I was like, what?
What did I do?
No, I'm not going outside.
And I'm
It
walking
turns-
into an ass kicking.
Yeah.
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 But it turns out she did have a big black dick.
Yeah. So stereotypes were right there
Damn, you
on
did.
all fronts.
Yeah, you did. So you didn't go.
He must have been bi.
You didn't go. He walked away. That was that, right?
Did I walk one of your podcast members?
Now you might have to go pee.
No,
yourself.
he
You gotta
had
pee
to
sometimes.
pee. He had to pee.
So
Duty calls.
Yeah.
That was which year?
Last year?
Really? It was recent. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're still trying to find like the World Star video.
No,
it never came up. Never came out.
It's I don't know where it is.
So somebody was recording and you never saw it.
Someone was recording, and there were cameras out front of the
Zissimo,
bar.
so I said, at the
Yeah,
spot. So it's
Zissimo.
funny that none of them came out.
Mm.
They might not work.
That'd have been cool to get Zissimo's get a copy of the.
That'd
of
be
the
Oh,
sick.
it'd be great if I just got a subpoena like next week. It's like,
We have footage.
They
of
have up to a year.
We
to
found him.
prosecute.
We found him.
the man who defended himself against against the woman
I'll
who
tell you what.
Unequivocally,
punched him in the face.
just say you identified as a woman.
Bro, here's the thing. In this climate, Brandon, they ain't gonna come at you.
Nah, dude.
You know what I mean? It's
Put a
good-
bra on.
it's a good
and go
time.
in there.
It's a
You'll
good
get
time.
off in a second, dude.
To be
You know, every time it's a good
Transgender.
time
anything.
to be a Jew, it's gonna be a bad time to be a Jew
You know that's
in the next however many years.
that's kind of how it
You
works.
get like
for
a
some
5
reason.
on 5 off kind of rule.
It's more like 203.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
No, 200 period comma 3.
yeah, yep.
So, are you going to the mic tonight?
Yeah. Unless we run over for
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go. And I have to put this crib together. I was gonna go up, but my girl seems like she needs a little bit of.
your crib
rest.
seems pretty put together. I know.
The baby's crib. He's actually taking over my life right now because he moves too much. So he's like the bassinet's not working. So
I mean,
he's about
there's a
6
reason
months.
he made it all the way up there.
Yeah.
True.
No, absolutely. He's a quick.
That
quick learner.
flagella flagelled.
Is that what is flagella?
Flagella is the tail of. Well, I mean, there are many flagella things that have flagella, but that's the tail of the sperm.
Oh.
I thought it was like just the legs,
No,
not becoming there yet.
Did you guys play computer games? Do you guys ever play the game Spore?
no.
Nah, I do play. I mean, I play like Civilizations and shit.
Oliver's on this game Spore, and it came out a while ago. But basically, you're an asteroid that crashes to a different. You pick a planet, and then you pick if you're going to be a meat eater or a veggie eater or whatever. And you start off in this little fucking pond. You start off as microscopic, and you start eating things, and then you grow and grow, and you start meeting other things that are like you, and then your monster or your life thing that you create, you start putting different things on it. It's
That's
really
pretty sick,
dude. It's really sick.
especially for like young
But
kid.
yeah, it's a little more advanced for him. Like I could play it and still be
entertained.
entertained.
I think they had a game like that on NES, SNES.
Yeah, it's really good.
I can't remember what the hell it was called, but you would start off as something in the sea and just eat stuff and try not
And
to get
eventually
hit,
get to land. Yeah,
get to land, become a dinosaur.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
and you can create like whatever creature you want. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. You've played that game?
No, not that specific
Ah.
game. I'm talking about Spore,
So it's the
but
same
it's
kind of-
very
it's the
similar.
same-
Very
yeah,
Similar, probably
idea.
different gameplay, but
Yeah.
It was rip shit off.
And it's like I don't mind those educational games. You know, I don't mind that when you're doing like screen time. But it's crazy. We talk about this a lot, but it's crazy the amount of what technology is doing now. To kids, like we're not going to see like the results of what the fuck it's doing to these kids for another like 10, 20 years.
I mean, even that it might
because we're fucked up because of it, and
You
we
thought
only
they
got
were-
it since we were like in our teens.
Wait till you start getting Neuralinks, just like out and about.
You hear
thought
the
that-
first guy with Sorry
Yeah,
to cut
yeah.
you off.
You
The
thought
first guy
there were
with Neuralink?
cucks now.
But yeah, but think about it.
Yeah.
We didn't have laptops in our classes. Like
That's a crazy
like,
thing, too.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy to
Yeah.
me.
I had a not a laptop because I'm special. You know,
Like a special school.
yeah, no, I obviously already not special school, but I have learning disabilities, which sounds really like I'm a pussy, but they gave me this thing called Word Smart, which was basically like a calculator screen like this long and keyboard, and I would just type my notes, and then I would plug that into a computer later at home.
Damn, that's kind of
shit.
sick.
That's kind of. I mean, I feel like I would have did better in school if I fucking.
Yeah, the little
I didn't take
typewriter
notes for
thing.
shit.
I had a Jewish mother.
Ah,
Yeah. It's like my son needs the thing. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom. Love you. She's never gonna see
yeah, we don't
this.
want to. We don't know. This for no parents.
It's not for moms.
I mean, hot moms, maybe.
No, I
They
don't
say,
know
they
about
say
that.
for,
Not for
it's-
hot moms?
It's not for moms.
But
This is for dudes in their
I
basement
can't-
saying women suck so much.
I can't ever think that my mom's listening. That's gonna really throw me off. She did listen to quite a few, and then I think she wised up.
Yeah, I mean,
She wised up.
She didn't want
You
to
don't
hear
wanna-
our
you don't want to hear all that.
jerk off stories.
Now,
Nope.
speaking of that, this podcast is brought to you by Mingle Cocktails, the mocktail, 0% alcohol by volume, 12 fluid ounces. This product is a cranberry Cosmo. It could cause anal bleeding.
I'll tell you what though.
Is this actually brought to you by this shit or
No,
but,
that's big shit all
but
the
you know
time.
we can hope one day.
Yeah,
I might hit up.
that's just
I
good,
might
yeah.
tag Mingle in that clip.
I mean, it's
I don't
really
think they're
good.
gonna like
Yeah,
it.
I enjoy.
We
it.
have
I
a new
actually enjoy
Belgian
it.
sponsor though.
No,
So
we
they
don't.
gave two signs for us. So
I'm
that's a start.
I'm 4 years sober. This stuff's actually pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Is it?
It's good.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 years sober. What was your thing of choice? The alcohol,
Cox.
which led to
Yeah,
more things.
no.
Alcohol. It was definitely the booze. I quit weed long before I stopped drinking.
Did you ever get into the cocaine?
No, you don't.
Dude, but you see him on cocaine?
Could you imagine?
Oh my
I've
God.
been on ADD medication my entire life, like a really young age, like just so.
Have
Just-
you ever thought about getting off of it?
Fucking tried. I have tried many times. I've titrated down. My
Because
life
what's your milligrams right now?
Tell him.
Too much?
75,
A day or twice a day?
75 a day,
Okay,
extended release.
that's
What does
a
that mean?
lot, dude.
What does
It's a lot.
It's a lot
So
for
throughout
Vyvanse.
the day.
Do they just
it's
keep?
not
Do
a-
they
you
just
know.
keep like upping it and upping it and upping it every 5 years?
Probably caps
What did
out
you
there,
start
right?
at? Like
Well, I mean, what I start at on what? I've pretty much
went through
run
them
the
all, like-
gambit on ADD medication. I mean, my mom's a pharmacist, so she.
That checks out.
I,
Plug.
I found out that in my own personal research with ADD medication, 'cause it doesn't do the same thing to you that it does to me. I'm sure. I like to clean my house and get mundane things done, but it's very hard for me to be creative on ADD medication. But if I need to get some shit done, if I need to get some shit clean, if I need to, it's like if I need to focus and edit like 5 podcasts in a row, give me an Adderall and I'll make that shit happen. But
Imagine
I can't
that
be
focus on
creative.
overdrive.
I can't be like creative on it. It takes away something. It puts a shell around that part of my brain. But I did realize that Vyvanse was less methy than
It's
Adderall. Like
Listex, yeah.
Adderall sometimes hits you and you almost feel like you're rolling on Molly.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it
yeah,
hits,
yeah.
it hits you.
It's like
Yeah.
in your
Those
brain.
extended releases, you're like,
Yeah.
woo, whoa, I'm feeling
I just
really
keep drinking.
good.
I keep partying. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
But Vyvanse,
Never do
I
it
feel
again.
like it's a steady taper throughout the day, where you do get a couple euphoric feelings throughout the day, where you feel it hitting. You're like, oh, maybe I should eat something, maybe, this, that, and the other. But Vyvanse, the come down's a lot better, and that's from somebody doing it not every day,
Yeah, like
maybe like recreational, like twice a week at the max at one point.
So
stuff.
Adderall is dextroamphetamine, and Vyvanse is lisdexamphetamine, and the molecular structure is such that when lisdexamphetamine breaks down, it takes longer for your body to break it down to the essentially meth that does the ADD drug portion of the thing. And if there are any pharmacists that want to fill in the gaps on what I fucked up, feel free to comment in the shit below.
This podcast sponsored by Vyvanse.
Yeah.
Oh my god! If you guys you could quit your jobs tomorrow if you got a big pharma sponsorship.
Yeah, sure.
Honestly,
Definitely not Pfizer.
I'm trying to get.
hey, dude, if the
wanna
money's
sponsor-
right, the
You know
money's
what's
right,
true?
dog.
I'll get a Kelsey haircut real quick.
Have you
Yo.
seen that Ozempic?
I
There's
already have one. If the money's right, Pfizer. I mean, I'm proudly unvaxxed, but I'm telling you, if Pfizer comes in with $100 million, you better line up them boosters because I'm coming.
This
I'm getting
whole back
boosted,
wall
baby.
I'll take one in my dick.
We'll have we'll have booster shots framed up here, ready. Every guest, we just stab them. Hey, that's part of the contract you just signed.
I take my Viagra
Brought to you
every
by
month. Do they own Viagra?
Pfizer. They
Probably.
do. They do own Viagra.
I know that they own Ozempic, which, by the way, I don't know if you've seen somebody's already like reaching at them for some sort of like stomach lawsuit thing.
Oh, did you hear about the lady whose asshole and vagina's on fire from Ozempic?
You mean on fire? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
what type?
She
Like,
takes it for diabetes. She doesn't take it for getting thin, but like she had the worst like reaction to it where her ass like
Burn?
and
Like-
vagina got these horrible scabs and like
my
burns over them from the Ozempic. But
That's crazy.
she's not suing them. She's actually crediting them because she's like, I wouldn't really be alive because of the condition, my severe diabetes. So like this is really like,
not because she was a
severe.
dumb fat fuck.
no, I don't know if she was fat. I think she has some sort of other diabetic.
Oh, so one of the original people for
Yeah, she's an OG diabetic. But basically, she was saying that the drug was pretty solid still with a fiery
Sounds
vagina
like it.
and butthole.
Sounds like it. Yeah, nice.
It's great.
Give me diabetes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I also get my news from the Joe Rogan podcast, and that's they were
I get
talking
mine
about
from
it.
Reels, so that's
Yeah.
all. You know.
I get mine
We know what
from
happens there.
comedians every week on stage when they do topical bits, so I am no better than you guys.
a lot of shit though. If you, I mean, it's all you don't know what
I
kind
get
of.
mine from word of mouth.
Yeah.
Who do you blow to get yours? I mean, yeah, you said word of mouth, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just found out. You know what's a good podcast to
What?
listen to if you want to get up on current events and news stuff? Listen to Live from the Studio. Jimmy Selesky, my cousin, has been putting out.
it's
He's
good.
been putting out a daily podcast with just him. It's like a Tim Dillon style kind of, where it's just him behind a desk.
I thought he had somebody with him.
He does, but he's also putting out daily content where he goes through the news stories of the day and of the current thing. So if you it's an hour long. If you just want to be caught up with current events, he's a really funny way to digest the news.
Yeah, I like the way he
that's
speaks.
Live from the Studio. Jimmy Selesky, go check it out.
That's what he says.
But yeah, I mean, in recent news, we've seen some wild things. Did you guys know that one of the bystanders in the parade apprehended one of the shooters at the Super Bowl
Yes,
parade?
I did
just
see
learned
it.
that last night.
I saw it the day it happened.
Wait. There was a shooting at a parade?
Yeah, the Super Bowl parade. 22 people shot, right? 22 people injured, and
I think so.
4 dead or something.
I don't remember if
I
So
turned
people
that-
actually did die. I thought it was just like
I know, like a lot. It was like technically a mass shooting, bro.
None of this shit happened when
I think it was technically some dude
It was some,
saw another dude that he didn't
Yeah, that's
like.
what it
They
was. There
both
was
had
some-
guns, and it was
Yeah.
a shootout.
Shot,
yeah, it was some gang
people
shit.
got shot
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
them.
Gang shit. Yeah.
Anything to push the agenda.
But
on
they-
God.
on God, on King David,
On Hood.
But
On
you hear,
55th Street.
you hear about
Word
the,
up,
you
G.
You hear about the murder down in Ewood, right?
What?
At
Yeah,
the deck, the
yeah.
place I used to work, that crab shack down there.
used to be Wet Willies
It
or
used to be
whatever.
Wet Willie's,
No.
then it was the
Time ago?
deck, and now
No.
it's like this crab shack.
D&M.
It's right on the corner, and
Is that the one that Big Trap took over?
GNM?
no, this is in
Nah, it's a little
Edgewood.
spot.
Oh, Ewood.
Yeah, right down the street. 2 guys
Yeah.
saw each other. Guy saw another guy walk in. parked his car at a neighboring place, came in, ordered some food and a drink. Him and the guy like caught eye contact. He walked over to the dude, shot him in the chest, stood over him, shot him like 7 times, and ran out the back, went to his car. Then they just got him yesterday.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm. They just picked him up yesterday.
When, this all happened in Edgewood?
Yeah, last Saturday, I think.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Insane.
What number is that for the year?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know,
Everyone gets
but-
a lot. But I mean, they get quite a few actually.
And then you heard Storff. Did you hear Storff got robbed?
Storff got robbed?
Yeah.
At the ATM in Aberdeen, he was pulled up. Well, they didn't get anything.
Oh,
but
I thought it
somebody-
was for the set.
Some dude hopped out of the car. No, this is real. Some dude
Okay.
hopped out of the car in Aberdeen, ran up to his window with the gun, and he pulled off. Like, grabbed his money out the ATM and pulled off.
Because he
And
came like behind him to try
Ah.
to rob him, and Storff just dipped.
crazy, right? That happened like before the mic during the day, like Monday morning.
What would you do if that happened to you?
It has happened to me like twice. I've been robbed at gunpoint.
Have you ever like just said, "Oh fuck it, I'm gonna do something funny"?
No, you just freeze.
My
Yeah.
defense
Nick,
mechanism.
when did that happen to you?
Back when we
Back
were
in the
like,
day.
doing shit.
Yeah, back in the day.
When you were running?
I've had
back,
back when I was like
Now I-
18.
yeah.
You know, I was like, I had a gun put to my head, and it was not a fun situation. You just kind of like freeze up.
One of my
I
friends.
didn't give up the money, but they got all the weed and stuff.
Wow.
So
One of my friends was the first stabbing in Columbia Mall when I was in high school. Well, outside the Columbia
He
Mall.
did it,
Jesus.
or what got stabbed?
No, he got shanked. You know
Oh,
who you
wow.
are.
Jesus.
What's up, dude?
But he made it.
Still alive.
Oh no, he's still alive. But man, he was one of those guys where when you were in high school, you know the ones where, dude, I'm gonna get a tattoo of my girlfriend's name on the thing on my arm, and I looked at him. And
His name's Kyle. He punches a lot of holes in drywall. Drinks Monster Energy drinks. Wears jorts.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew Code Red a lot.
think skater version.
I did.
Oh, so oh my god! I told him, dude, you're gonna get that tattoo, and you guys gonna break up that week. And 1 point for the Jew.
So what? That's why did he get stabbed?
I still don't know, but I assume it was drugs.
Oh,
I mean, at the
you know,
yeah,
sounds like a.
it's probably
It's always drugs.
it's no, and by drugs I mean weed. That was
Oh, yeah.
back in the
Well,
day.
back then, yeah.
Yeah, you'd-
that was technically to be like drugs.
Go to somebody's house and wait there at 10 p.m. outside with the car idling until some dude came out at 12 o'clock and was like, dude, I gotta go re-up to my supplier. And it's like, you gonna wait here or come with me in the car? It's like, I
Don't want to do that.
I just want weed, for fuck's sake.
I've also had police officers pull guns on me.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been to a cop party?
No.
I've bartended parties that it was all cops.
What, like a
and
bull roast or
benefits,
some
like
shit?
benefits, yeah, that was
Yeah.
all cops.
What, when like a party got busted by cops?
No. A party of all cops.
Is that
Oh,
what you were doing
no.
when you were stripping back in the day?
No. That was just like 3 times.
Dude, 3 times you're a stripper.
I know.
Dude, you
can't take-
did that 3 times?
Listen,
It was all female parties, and
if a guy tells me he sucked dick 3 times, he's gay. The 3rd time, you're gay.
So yeah, one time it's
3 times, you're a stripper
What, so
forever.
first time it's a one-off.
Dude.
First time it's
First time,
basically-
first time you're just like,
Now,
I was tired.
is that
I didn't
full
know what was
nude?
going on.
no,
Just man thong?
Speed.
man thong. Yeah, like just down to just,
Yeah, just the man thong.
yeah. And I'm not whipping the dick out or anything.
Now,
because
were
this
you
is-
like shaved up, or did you just let the bear go?
dude?
Were you waxed? Were you like?
I never waxed. Fuck.
How old were you?
I
Were you of age?
yeah.
Yeah,
older
please.
than yes,
What kind of-
yes,
what kind of-
definitely of age.
Parties
long
is
Were you like
pause.
21?
I mean, I
Probably
was
20.
drinking at the time, but then again, I was drinking before
You
I
were in
could
college,
drink.
so
Okay.
I was in college.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I
Okay,
was
so
drinking
you were
with
at
you,
least
yeah.
21 or older.
Yeah, I also used to bartend parties, underground parties at Towson University. Like my friends
yeah.
would charge.
Dude, I knew I saw you
cover-
somewhere.
Dude,
No.
oh, speaking of, this
For
is
real?
one of those stories that feels made up, when I think about the fact that it happened. I was at one of those big parties in a place called it's right across from Kenilworth, the Colonies.
Okay, those
Oh,
apartments.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
at the Colonies.
I
I
know
was
the
bartending
Colonies.
a party,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
Damn.
a whole bunch of people, and I had just met this girl, so I was like, oh, I'm into somebody. When I'm into somebody, I like shut everything else off.
Yeah.
This woman starts talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, cool. She's like on, she's attractive. She's on me on the other side of the bar, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then she comes around back of the bar, and it's just like flirting and doing the things, and I'm like, oh, cool. But I'm into this other person in my head, which, spoiler alert, nothing happened with that other person. So I'm like, all right, you're here. You might as well
Blown.
help me out.
Yeah.
No, I was like,
Respectful guy.
Respectful.
get those cups.
Give me some ice.
He's just
bitch.
demanding this bitch is lady around.
You really want to help?
You want to?
You want to be back here?
Yeah.
Wash
some
those
cups.
glasses.
Hey yo, get me them cups.
Yeah.
Put this apron on, you wench.
Hey yo.
Yeah, make a cup sandwich.
Okay.
So
you put her to work.
I was like, hey, could you grab those cups below? And then she kneels down to get the cups, and she doesn't come back up. She looks up at me, bites her bottom lip, unzips my pants, whips my dick out, and starts sucking my dick while I am bartending. I'm like actively making a drink while this is happening, and I was like, how can I help you?
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
Is that
I
when you went by-
bartended for years, and that never happened to me once. Not a one time.
Like I said, sounds made up, feels made up.
Yeah, but
Ladies, if you want to do that to your bartender,
instead of tipping.
just do it.
It's a mitzvah.
So what?
Do it. The man will have a story for the rest of his life. He will tell his grandchildren when he's a horny
Not
old
wrong.
man.
That's not wrong.
What was your what was your stripper name? Do you have a name, or you just the Animal Castle?
Animal
I was
Castle.
the animal.
I wasn't animal. Well, I was actually animal then. No, I was just Brandon the stripper.
The stripper.
You know, nothing's
It
better.
was like it was like a few mutual friends things. So
Yeah.
it was a friend of a friend's. So it's not like
I want a T-shirt
I
with
think
his
it was-
face that says Brandon the stripper on
It
it.
is pretty funny though, like because at the same time, I guess you were doing because we're all the same age.
Yeah.
We're like his birthday's a couple days before mine or whatever, but working the same kind of.
Hold on. So you were born in 1990 as well?
yes.
Yeah, so
And what day?
March 18th, 1990.
after me.
And I'm March 28th, and
Yeah.
he's March 15th.
Yeah. So
So we're all
in the same crew.
in the
same crew.
little group
But
here.
We're
But yeah.
March of the Penguins.
But the Towson vibes because Nick Kuhn, like I said, there's so many parties, and I used to like when Tiger Fest was going on and
Tiger
shit.
Fest.
Like
Oh,
I would
yeah.
DJ, I used to DJ always a bunch of these parties and shit. That's what's kind of crazy. If I don't remember any being at any of these parties and like with a bartender, so I probably didn't come across from you. But Nick Kuhn was like all over that fucking scene. I'm sure at some time.
yeah, there
you
was
could've
probably a
crossed paths.
crossover.
I
That's
remember
crazy.
some
No,
of
I
the-
think so.
that's crazy
And I
to
think it was just a bartender.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I think the
I
time
think
I probably
maybe.
I felt the coolest in my entire life was at Tiger Fest, emceeing with
Bro, I
DJ
felt
Kimsel.
I felt that fucking. I was
And like
I jumped
everyone
off a
was-
balcony.
Everyone was vibing so
Dude,
hard.
that was
That
some of my
house
best
had
times.
that house had so many people
the
jumping.
floor is
dude.
about to go. It was about to go through.
What? Yeah. What
Wait,
about
which
the what about
which
the,
house? What location?
It was off Cedar Croft.
No fucking clue where that is.
Nah, it wasn't. What I don't even know where
What about the trailer
Name
party?
wrote
That
us off
floor
of.
almost went through that.
that trailer
Dude,
parties
the
are fucking
trailer
wild.
party was so.
It was like
Remember how
Project X.
That was when Sean Anderson started getting like fucking. Doing
that was
shit,
when
getting good.
Black
And I was like,
Sean
this guy's fucking
Black
good.
Sean was in the back in that corner on the top
Yeah.
bar with the glass
Exactly.
table.
Jigga 666.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jigga.
Jigga 666, formerly known as Black Sean.
yeah.
And
it
we can say that. We can say that.
I still call him Sean Anderson.
So if I say that a black man will appear out of there and just punch me in the, I'm gonna.
No,
No. But we
What?
basically just back in the day, we had two friends that were the same name. So one was white and one was black. So
Black Sean.
Black Sean.
There was like 50 Michaels in my neighborhood, and there was like Fat Mike. There was Michael Brown, who was actually white. There was Blackface Michael, who was black. We were children.
Wait. Blackface.
We were
Mike-
children.
That
was
wasn't
in-
even black.
Okay.
Well, when did that stop?
What is
When
that?
did blackface stop? We gotta put an end to this blackface.
That should have hopefully have stopped
I'm
before
just saying.
second grade.
We didn't know that it was bad. Okay, we were children. It's
Zach
like
literally did
Lord
it.
of the Flies out there. When you're in the neighborhood, it's Lord of the Flies. It's dog eat dog. Okay.
That's true, but I mean, I had standards at a young age.
Shout out all the Michaels, great guys.
Oh,
true.
you want to talk about fucked up names?
But that's what we call them. I'm just saying.
There's never,
Cancel me.
There's never
Cancel
like a
me.
white face Mike. There's never like
I
there's
knew
white Mike.
No,
there's
I knew White
Mike.
Mike.
But, yeah,
you
white
knew White
Mike.
Mike?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them probably.
But
White Mike.
You know, if this becomes problematic for me, that means that enough people have seen this. So, fuck
it's
yeah.
true. That's what happens.
Yeah. If I need, no.
And you're famous enough for it to be problematic, which would be a benefit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna shut up because that
So,
sounds like I'm
real quick
gloating.
though. What are some common misconceptions about Jews?
Common misconceptions about the Jewish people. 101. Welcome. My name is Brandon Cassel, and today
I want to be a little educational with our crew here, you know. So
we don't have horns. If you're living in a redneck backwoods bumfuck area, and when you were a kid you thought Jews had horns, your dad was in the Klan.
I'm gonna touch his hair right now. He does not, in fact, have horns.
Okay,
guys.
can you cross it out in our notes?
Okay. So, is it true that you can control the weather?
Am I warm right now?
Okay, so no weather
weather.
stuff.
Yeah, no.
Understood.
No, okay.
But we learned some things today about. I learned some
It's
things
the Arabs
today.
that control the weather. I'm not even joking. They in Saudi
I
Arabia.
don't know
No.
if you should go in here and just start bashing.
No. I'm talking about Dubai.
Be a
times.
bad look.
No, Dubai makes it rain. Literally. They're so rich they have to make it rain, but they change the weather so it's not complete desert.
See, and that's what. So you don't think that other people have that shit and aren't doing that all across the globe?
Probably.
Seriously?
They probably
That's
are.
what I'm saying. How can you?
But
not
it's
think
not the Jews, it's the Arabs.
So-
I am about to start a huge
Real quick, though.
feud.
I know.
It's like
It's the
pork.
oil.
The Arabs have enough money to change the weather, but okay.
Yeah.
Moving on
They
though.
have
Moving on.
retarded
I learned some things about.
We like our sweaters,
Jewish,
so we just want to talk about our sweaters. So we're never going to keep it comfortable.
Jewish dietary needs. I learned a little bit because I cooked.
I've learned a lot since working with him.
I cooked dinner for the boys tonight, and I wanted to make everything kosher, legitimately kosher,
Kosher style.
kosher style.
For those who are actually Jewish and listening and practicing.
I no cross contamination with the pork, no dairy with red meat, which was big for me because I'm used to putting a big old slab of butter on my steak.
yeah, you don't
afterwards.
think about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you don't think
so
about
I'm
bullshit.
doing everything in a different pan, away from this
Smart
pork
man.
fat.
Good
You know,
guy.
blah blah blah. But I learned some things. What is it about the hoof and
Cloven hoof.
Cloven hoof.
Chews its cud, cloven hoof. So cows chewed their cud. And
what is cud?
cud, so cows have 4 stomachs.
Okay.
And they eat grass, and grass is a hard substance to digest.
Got it.
There's too much floating around in this.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. So grass is
So
too much.
grass is too hard to digest. So in order to digest it, they chew it up, they swallow it once, let it go through the chyme and other stomach juices, regurgitate it back up, chew it again, and then have it go down in their other stomachs.
Okay. I still want a hamburger, but continue.
But
That's it.
that's it.
So but what is the you can eat stuff with hooves, right?
I'm starting to think the Jews. Yeah, I mean, this is
You can eat deer. You can eat veal, like lamb.
Not veal.
I don't know if a deer chews its cud.
So it has to chew its cud for you to eat it.
Yeah. That based on the text. So looking from a sociological perspective at the Jewish people and laws of kosher.
Okay.
I would say that a lot of them evolved from survival mechanisms because everyone was too dumb. It's like you go to a market. It's like, is this chicken here? It's like, yes, it's chicken. And then I just heard you talk to that guy, and he said it was lamb. Yes, it's lamb. Is it lamb or is it chicken? Is chicken? Is it fresh? How long is it? It's pork. You know, pork has.
Why do I feel like in this scenario that the salesman is Palestinian?
I didn't get that.
No, I'm just
But-
kidding. That's how I felt.
Yeah,
No.
But
so essentially
Trying to
the
trick you.
the worst thing you can do is throw them
No,
off.
So pork spoils faster, and if you look at all of the laws of kashrut, most of the things that are no-gozies will either potentially have a higher risk of spoiling fast, infection, or like causing you to get sick. Bottom feeders, birds of prey,
So you don't eat shellfish.
scavengers,
You don't eat shellfish.
human flesh,
Understood.
which now we know scientifically when you eat human flesh, it actually changes your brain.
Yeah. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but okay.
No.
Jews don't eat humans. We put that. That's another one that we got to check. I got to check off my
Check
list.
that one off.
I had that written down. I got to check that
I'm
off
sure
my
there's
list.
there's a bunch of theories out there, but I don't necessarily prescribe to this, but I love thinking about it. That Jews are descended from like some sort of marooned spaceship.
Is that
Like-
is that a real thing?
I like
No,
that
no, no,
theory.
Oh, that probably is. You're right. It
I mean,
probably is. Something.
Okay, Elijah the prophet came. The text says comes down in a fiery chariot and then leaves, and we're awaiting the Messiah to return. So where would the Jews of all people get all this knowledge that fucking these things spoil faster and it's better for your health to
Well, other
do
than
all
being
the-
sick,
I mean,
you're going
other
through
than
the
being,
process.
you know,
pork is very bad for you though.
They
I'm doing more
don't sweat.
research.
Even the
Pork is-
Muslims don't
yeah.
eat pork.
Pork is really not. That's only like thing where like even when they're cooked all the way, like they're still parasites. They can still.
Hot
transfer
dogs
to
are good.
humans.
Yeah, like wild boar. Wild boar. You
Bacon's
can get
good.
You can get
Keto.
trichinosis from eating wild
Yeah.
boar.
There's all this
that could've
animosity.
been.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I'm going to get on a soapbox for a second. There's all this animosity between Jews and Muslims because of the Middle East. And
They're a lot alike.
I say to all the people in conflict, fuck right off. We're so goddamn close. We should be on each other's sides.
I mean,
And just championing one another to I mean, minus
Here's a
of
theory:
course,
the
the
Christians
barbaric.
don't want that,
oh,
so we're stirring the pot.
I might be on board with that
The
one.
Christians don't.
The
They can't
Christians
have the
do,
Muslims
yeah.
and the Jews get together
Does
because
that-
then what's going to happen to us?
Yeah.
So
tinfoil hat time.
the Christians are actually the ones stirring the pot. Why do you think the U.S. has been funding
Okay.
this war?
All right.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
moving-
spiral into a whole thing. We
Oh,
gotta
my
get off that topic.
Moving on though for this
Jesus, get me
dietary
outta
thing,
here.
the beef.
There's an island.
You can't.
There is.
There's multiple lines. You can't miss. So you can't mix dairy products with red meat. Why is that?
Do not boil a kid in its mother's milk. So
Which makes sense to
Well, that's
me.
okay.
In-
I can get. I
That
can
makes
get
sense
with
to
that.
me.
But a cheeseburger's fucking.
I know
good,
it sucks,
dude.
but it makes sense though, right?
the essence of the law, pshat and drash. There are two things. Pshat is the letter of the law of what is exactly written. Midrash are the stories behind it, the meaning that you can take away from it, the interpretation of it. And I went to a Jewish high school.
So the midrash is the story behind
Yeah,
why
yeah,
you do
yes.
this thing. So can Jews eat camels?
Who the hell
Yeah,
eats
right.
camel?
I mean,
Hold
I
on.
think they do. Actually.
You can eat a camel.
Yeah.
You can eat a horse. Can Jews eat camels?
Hold
Well,
on, hold
they
on. I got to remember the anatomy of a camel.
They store like
All I'm
shit in
thinking
their
of
back,
is
though.
vaginas right now.
But I think they store shit in their like their so you're probably not right. I guess if they
They have a cloven hoof.
I'd have to bring it up with the rabbis.
yeah.
So you
Like
don't
I
even
talk to
know if you
rabbis
can
on a
eat
regular
you don't even know if
basis.
you can eat camel. I think you can eat camel, and you know why? I think what's the word, the story behind it? Midrash.
No, camels have like 3 toes.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do,
that's
they
why
do.
it's like the clit, the lips, camel toe.
Camel toe.
Ah,
So the Mikra, what's the word behind the story behind it?
Midrash.
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 Damn, I nailed it.
Midrash and midrashim.
I think the midrash behind Jews not being
The
able
midrash.
to eat camels is they were in the desert for 40 years, and that's why it took them so long because they ate the camels. And now you can't eat camels in the Jewish faith.
How bad is he butchering that, or is there any
Your
kind of-
logic is flawless for a deranged man.
Real quick, about the 40 years through the desert, right? Moses
Yeah.
and his people. Do you think there was a lot of complaining going on?
Fuck, I don't care. Jews, Muslim, Inuits, Chinese people. Just put anyone in a fucking desert. I mean,
Good thing women couldn't
You know
speak
what
their
it
mind
does-
back
Oh, my
then. I
God.
mean, Christ.
you know,
We'd have been.
Siberia's a desert technically.
Yeah.
Just frozen, right?
Uh-huh.
Frozen tundra,
It,
yeah.
the characteristics of a desert, it has to be below 20% relative humidity a certain percentage of the time. At least I think from the geology class, the one, or geography, one of those fucking classes that I took in the 9 years of college that I then dropped out multiple times.
He's done it all. Stripped. Whole decade in college.
We could do like a fucking mini series on me, and that's not hubris or narcissism. It's just
Oh, we're definitely going to have you back because we just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
But before we do go, I do want to touch on you were semi-pro amateur longboarder.
yes.
Okay.
Bruce Bomer, partially torn tendon at the first skate comp I was getting paid to go to, and it was crowdsourced payment, so the people wanted me.
That's dope.
Wow.
Damn.
So what was your name? Did you just go by Animal Cassel back then?
Just animal.
Brandon the
Just
skater.
Animal. Nobody knew my name. Nobody knows my name.
Everyone just called you
Animal. Yeah.
Can
They,
do you have any footage on YouTube?
I have some YouTube's harder to find, but my Instagram has. If you scroll back, it's got a whole bunch of shit.
Damn, you think I can get some of that video?
Did
I'll
you
put it at
build
the
your own
end of the
gloves?
pod.
Yeah. No. I did build my own gloves very early on before I got gloves. Because I started when they were starting to make gloves.
Yeah. I know that era.
But I was
I don't
right. I was right, like, at the turtle's edge of crap where they didn't have gloves being made.
So what kind of you would do speed downhill type shit, like big
Downhill, freestyle, racing. I was a mediocre racer, but it was fun.
How much? What was your top speed? You
50
think?
miles per hour.
Fuck that.
Jesus.
Oh, that's slow for
I
downhill.
don't care. No, I
But
hate
still,
it.
yeah,
50
I hate
miles
it.
per hour.
Crazy.
Yeah, no,
50 miles per hour on a
Speed wobbles,
skateboard, bro.
One little pebble hits you. Gone.
Shout out
Hate
to
that.
Emily Pross. What's up, girl? She's the fastest, and not fastest, but she's the best fucking downhiller. She will whoop any dude's ass. She's also does judo. What is it, judo or Brazilian
It's
jiu-jitsu?
we have a dick
BJJ.
dragging us back. She has no drag there. She just gets that aerodynamic.
No, but when it
straight
comes-
through the vag.
When it comes to skate stuff, weight does start to matter, but she is so technically inclined as far as cutting corner. It's a technical skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's
I
what
was-
I'm thinking
yeah,
what
we're
you
gonna
so
said.
ask you,
shaving seconds.
Right.
Shaving seconds. She's
About
takes
drifting and shit, right?
really good
Oh,
lines.
100%.
Ducks in the pocket behind. I'm sorry if I'm just stroking your ego, Emily, but you're good.
That's dope.
Uh,
What's her
That's
name
cool.
again? What's her name?
Emily Pross.
I know Coon's got a couple questions. He was into the longboarding for a minute. He knew about that longboard
Well,
life.
skateboarding scene in
Yeah,
general.
skateboarding scene, but
I-
he kind of I was in the skateboarding scene, but he kind of delved. He knows a little bit about that style. I know he's got a couple questions in the amateur.
Yeah.
You know.
Ask
yeah.
away.
Yeah. So no, I just remember when that was like. I remember when the kids kind of just. I don't know. It was like. I got into the longboarding when it was just like cruising, right? Like it was just like you went to the beach, you went to the surf shop. They had longboards. You like longboarded down the boardwalk, or like you longboarded like in like parking lots and like
transportation kind
yeah,
of-
yeah,
yeah,
kind of in a
yeah.
way, but more
Spoilers.
just like cruising.
It was always more.
And then I just remember then it just like maybe in like like a year or maybe less than that. It just
erupted.
went
It
to
was
like
probably
to
already
this
like
like
that in the West
downhill.
Coast.
I'll tell
Just
you
like
when.
downhill sliding stuff, like crazy dude recording in the back of you. This was like way before they had like 3D camera or 360 cameras.
Like
So-
a dude in a car trailing.
I
you.
had been skating since middle school, terribly,
Yeah.
because I didn't have a board. 2, my friends taught me regular. I'm naturally goofy. Didn't find that out until
Really
started
I'm
longboarding.
goofy too.
I'm regular.
Foot.
But I'm regular snowboarding, which is fucking.
I can
The
see it making sense though.
the boom started right after the original skate video. Which one was it? Was the Pintail skate video? If why am I forgetting the
Keep
name?
remembering Green Wheels.
Green Wheels,
Like-
ABEC 11,
Ye-
Superfly or Fly Wheels,
Probably
or
Superfly.
Fly Wheels. Wait, Superfly wheels were larger. Fly Wheels. Then there were
What kind of board did you have? Because I had a Sector 9.
because I have
But
like
I mean, that's like super
30
entry.
boards now.
What company was?
Yeah, what was-
like,
what was
interested
the-
in you? And
interested in me. I don't know that any
were you
company-
flow for anybody? Like, how were you like semi-amateur? Were you,
semi-flow for like I would still have to pay, but I would get severe cuts for busting boards.
Yeah.
Like because I took a while to find like which board fit me, and then when I did, they like stopped making it, and they had a back stock of like blemmed decks, and I was like, I'm going to run through this is the only deck I ever want to skate ever again. And so I just kept buying bustin' boom boxes. Boombox, 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 boombox. It's got tails on either end,
yeah.
micro concave, drop,
Yeah.
tub concave,
Yeah.
and it was good for downhill. It was good for going fast and doing tricks. It was good for racing. It was an all-around durable deck. And anyone who knows me knows that besides being a terrible packer and taking forever to fucking pack up and get in the goddamn car, I was like the industry standard for breaking shit.
Ah.
If it was
they needed something tested. Animal Castle's your guy.
not that anyone really came to me, but I have broken things that others like, you broke a what now?
Yeah, you're that guy.
I'm that guy.
I get it. You break the things that most companies and manufacturers are not going to think that could break.
Yeah, Zach called me a bull in a china shop.
It's the truth.
I'm
Damn. See, it's just wild because to me, like my perspective with skateboarding, I grew up like skateboarding, like
Yeah,
you
street
know,
skating.
like
That's what I was
like
into.
skating,
Yeah.
like Tony Hawk, pro skater. Obviously, you know, like we all went to PacSun, the local skate shop, like all that.
also disclaimer.
Dream to go to Woodward. That was like my dream.
I remember that.
I'm probably just floating my own. I'm trying to be humilitous here, but I feel like not I wasn't that great.
That thing up there is spinning right now.
I wasn't that okay. So I was
His brain.
entertaining.
Oh, no.
I was entertaining to watch. That was my draw. My draw was I was entertaining to watch
Yeah.
because I would eat big old shit bricks and just pop right back up and do it again.
Yeah.
Pop right
Damn, you were just
and animal.
yeah, that makes sense. You were
And
just, yeah.
sometimes I would actually land the things, and that would be even more uproarious because you see me just eat shit after shit after shit, and then I land something, you're like, dude, he landed it. Fuck yeah. I also invented a whole bunch of downhill slide tricks because I ate shit. I was so good at falling and recovering that I turned them into
You knew,
tricks.
yeah, you knew,
Damn, that's sick.
you knew how to like fall, like, yeah, I get it.
I also slid on my head.
Speaking of skate videos, Superstone Skateboarding just dropped Unacceptable, and it features
Heard
a lot of
really
local.
bad.
Why? I'm trying to do good promos, and you try to
I'm
make
sorry.
a joke out of it every time.
Sorry, I'm
Let
sorry.
me,
Can you
let me
go now?
restart
Is
so I
that
can
you
maybe
just
clip
talking
this.
shit?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
talking
just-
shit.
Oh,
He has
okay.
no
What
idea.
time is it?
We gotta
Yeah,
roll.
we gotta wrap.
Yeah, we got to wrap up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Superstone Skateboarding just dropped Unacceptable.
Next
so go
time we
check
talk
that
about
out.
rock climbing, fuck.
And go check that video out. It just dropped. Features a lot of local skaters, and they worked really hard the last few years putting it together. Brandon's got to get
Hell
to
yeah,
an
it's
open
local dudes.
mic.
Shout out to
we
Monday shit too.
we got to put shout out Monday open mic at the pub, Wednesday open mic at the Barrel House. Brandon is there most every night, so if you want to go check that out. I am always at the pub, sometimes at the Barrel House. Probably not going tonight.
If you're in Hanover, Hanover?
Yeah, plug your dates.
If I only have one right now. I'm also tentatively probably going to be doing the Magoobies talent again, but
Okay.
I will. If you're in Fratelli's in PA,
Happen to be in PA at Fratelli's.
Fratelli's Hanover? Is it Hanover? Fuck, I should know these things. But the Fratelli's that does comedy.
As he searches his
Fanny pack.
fanny
Yeah,
pack for the
yeah.
answers.
Me and my friend Natalie Moon will be there. Very funny comic.
Dope.
Very. She would be a fun.
Fun guest to have.
That's
Yeah.
We'll keep it coming.
And we definitely have to have the great Brandon Animal Castle on again. We just
Yeah.
scratched the surface. We didn't even get into rock climbing.
A lot of his
We
other
didn't get
lives.
into growing up in Jewish schooling.
Being a beer
having
sommelier.
we just scratched the surface on having a pharmacist mom. We didn't even scratch the father. We have a lot to
The
go into.
personality disorder. I mean, I'm sure you can guess some of them.
We got
but
we got tons to go over. Animal Castle will be a returning guest.
Absolutely.
thank you guys for having me.
And this
Thanks,
was
bro.
this
Hell
was a
yeah,
great
man.
pod.
It was fun as shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
gotta
it was
do
a good
this more.
time.
Anybody else have anything before we wrap?
No. I'll see you tomorrow.
I have one thing, but
Go ahead.
it's not that important.
All right, Slippery Stallions podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Signing
I'll leave it
out.
for next pod.
Leave it for next pod.
you want.
Tune in
Oh,
for
no,
next
you're
pod.
No, I'm gonna
You're
plug it
gonna
right.
forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're gonna
forget.
forget.
No, God, this is so random. I don't know why, but lately I've been watching nothing but professional paintballing.
Really?
Have
I've been
you done that
watching.
in your past
It is
life,
like
too?
it honestly, it's therapeutic for me. Like it's just like when they just zoom in on just the one dude, and these guys are just move. It's so
I like the
fast.
sound of it. I like the sound
Just
of it.
that's
The
what I
sound
like
is
about
really
it.
sick.
That's
The
what I
pop,
like
pop,
the
pop,
sound of it
yeah,
because
yeah, it's nice.
and how because I used to actually play.
Never
Like
played.
I was never like sponsored, but I mean I did go and play like airball and like go into church tournaments and stuff like that. But
You ever
I
do
spent a
bunker
lot of
roll?
money on like guns,
Do you ever do
paintball guns.
Did you ever do bunker roll, or never do bunker roll? At most of these.
Well, yeah, we did kind of change things up at certain locations for sure.
Yeah, I once we were playing bunker rule, and it was just me and my friend left, and I was trying to rush him because I was out of paintballs.
What are you
And
gonna do? Just hit him with a gun?
no, because there was bunker rule and I was out of paintballs.
Oh, see,
I
I don't know what that is.
bunker rule is where you can get them out when you reach the bunker they're at and pushing the bunker in bunker.
I thought it was like
to prevent injury,
just had a grenade.
shooting people too close. But
Yeah, okay.
I found a caveat that was like, I was out of paintballs. There's only one way I can win this. I
So
got
he
to bum
pulls
rush
his
him.
shield out.
Yeah, I went to his bunker. He wasn't there. I was like, shit. And then out of the corner of my ear, I hear, "Where'd he go?" And then I just dove and he had a full hopper left.
Damn.
That's sick. All right, more talks next time.
Yes,
All right.
yeah.
That'll actually probably be the intro since I already rapped. So just
Yeah.
I'll just cut that off, put it in the intro. All right, Slippery Stallions out. Appreciate you.
Peace, gang.
Dude, that was fun. That was a good one, guys. Great.
And you're finished.